Have you ever looked up at the sky or felt the ground beneath your feet and thought, I know this place? From grade school science class to every documentary we've ever watched, we've been taught a seemingly universal truth. Our planet is a spinning sphere, a blue marble orbiting the sun. We've learned about its layers, its oceans, and the continents we call home. We think we have a solid grasp of what Earth is all about. But what if I told you that the reality of our planet is far stranger, more dynamic, and more bizarre than any textbook ever let on? What if the ground beneath you is secretly dancing, the days are getting longer, and there's a secret ocean hidden miles beneath the surface? Today, we're diving deep into the weirdest, most incredible 10 facts about our planet you didn't learn in school. Get ready to have your mind blown, because this is the story of our home, unlike you've ever heard it before. Let's start with a foundational belief. Earth is a sphere. Every picture from space, every globe in a classroom reinforces this idea. But here's the mind-bending truth. Our planet isn't perfectly round. It's actually an oblate spheroid. Imagine a sphere that's been slightly squashed at the poles and bulges out at the equator, like someone squeezed a ball of clay between their hands. This phenomenon, which we can't even see with the naked eye from space, is caused by the very force we feel every day, centrifugal force. As the Earth spins, the material around the equator is flung outward, creating a bulge. This isn't just a minor detail, it has real, tangible effects. Due to this bulge, Mount Everest, the highest peak above sea level, isn't technically the closest point on Earth to space. That honor belongs to Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador, which sits right on the equatorial bulge, making it 1.3 miles closer to the stars. So the next time you see a globe, remember, it's a beautiful lie. It's an easy way to understand our world, but the reality is so much more wonderfully complex. And the Earth's not the only thing moving, you know? It turns out our days are getting longer too, but not in a way you'd expect. We all live by a 24-hour clock, right? We're taught that a day is one full rotation of the Earth. Simple enough. But here's the shocker. When the Earth first formed, a day was only about 6 hours long. Over billions of years, our planet has been gradually slowing down. Why? The moon. That's right, the moon's gravitational pull on Earth's oceans creates tidal friction. As the tides ebb and flow, they create a subtle drag that acts like a brake, slowing down the planet's rotation. This effect is so minuscule, about 1.7 milliseconds every century, that it's imperceptible to us in our lifetimes. But over the course of geologic time, it adds up to a massive change. Imagine the planet spinning 4 times faster. The landscape would be unrecognizable, the winds and seasons would be wildly different. This slow, almost poetic dance between Earth and its moon is a perfect example of a cosmic ballet, one that's constantly reshaping the rhythms of our world, minute by minute, century by century. But what if I told you that beneath your very feet, the ground is moving too, not in inches but in entire continents? The concept of Pangaea is a staple of middle school science. We all learned that all the continents were once one giant supercontinent, but the common myth is that it happened only once. The truth is, Pangaea was just the most recent in a long line of supercontinents. Our planet operates on a cycle of continental drift, a slow and continuous tectonic dance that happens every few 100 million years. The continents we know today are on a journey, and they're not done moving. In fact, North America is drifting away from Europe at roughly the same rate your fingernails grow. These massive tectonic plates, which make up Earth's crust, are floating on a semi-liquid mantle, constantly colliding, pulling apart and shaping the planet's surface. What we see as a solid static landmass is actually a dynamic, ever-changing jigsaw puzzle. The Grand Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, the San Andreas Fault, they're all scars and triumphs of this ongoing process. It's a powerful reminder that our world is a living, breathing entity with a history written not in books but in the slow grind of stone. But what if I told you that the ground isn't just moving? It's also hiding a secret, a massive one. We know Earth is a blue planet, covered in water. Our geography classes taught us that 71% of the surface is ocean, but a fascinating discovery has revealed a hidden ocean of colossal proportions, one that exists not on the surface, but deep beneath the Earth's crust. Scientists have found evidence of a massive subsurface reservoir of water trapped within a mineral called ringwoodite, located in the transition zone of the mantle, 410 miles down. The amount of water is mind-boggling. It's estimated to be 3 times the volume of all our surface oceans combined. This isn't liquid water in a giant cave, but rather H2O molecules locked within the crystal structure of the rock, under immense pressure and heat. It's a revelation that completely reshapes our understanding of the planet's water cycle. It suggests that Earth's water didn't just come from comets and asteroids, as was once thought, but that a huge part of it was baked into the planet from the beginning. It makes you wonder what other secrets our planet is holding, and the answer might just be closer than you think, in our very atmosphere. When we talk about the atmosphere, we think of air, nitrogen, oxygen, and a few other gases. But there's a lesser-known boundary that most people have never heard of, a line that officially separates Earth from space. That is called the Kármán line, and it's an imaginary boundary 62 miles, 100 kilometers above sea level. This isn't where the air just vanishes. It's the point where the atmosphere becomes so thin that a conventional aircraft can no longer generate enough lift to fly. From that point on, you need rocket engines to propel you. It's the official starting point for space and the point where you become an astronaut. This line is a powerful symbol of our transition from a terrestrial existence to a cosmic one. It's a reminder of the delicate, life-sustaining bubble that protects us from the harsh vacuum of space. A bubble that holds secrets of its own, including a weirdly colored one. Think of a sunset. We know the sky turns fiery shades of red, orange, and pink as the sun's light travels through more of the atmosphere. But have you ever seen a green flash? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's a very real and very rare optical phenomenon. A green flash can occur at sunrise or sunset when a sliver of the sun's upper limb briefly turns green as it appears or disappears. It's a fleeting moment, lasting only a second or two. The reason is a combination of atmospheric refraction and how our eyes perceive color. When the sun is near the horizon, its light passes through a thicker column of air which acts like a prism, splitting the light into different colors. Blue and violet light are scattered, but the green light is refracted, bending just enough to become the last color we see before the sun sets completely. It's a subtle but beautiful example of our planet's atmosphere, not just protecting us, but putting on a light show that few ever get to see. But the atmosphere isn't just about pretty lights. It's also responsible for some of the planet's most extreme weather. We all know about deserts, but what if I told you that the driest place on Earth is next to an ocean? It seems counterintuitive, right? The Atacama Desert in Chile, a place so barren that some weather stations have never recorded a drop of rain, is located right on the Pacific coast. The reason for this extreme dryness is a unique combination of geography and meteorology. The Andes Mountains block moisture from the east, and the cold Humboldt Current in the Pacific Ocean keeps the air above the desert cool and stable, preventing the formation of rain clouds. Parts of the Atacama are so devoid of life and moisture that NASA uses it as a testing ground for Mars rovers. It's a surreal landscape that challenges our very definition of what a desert is. It shows us that our planet's climate is a master of contradiction, capable of creating the most abundant life and the most desolate landscapes side by side. Speaking of life, there's a specific kind that's more critical to our existence than we've ever realized. For years, we've been taught that the Amazon rainforest is the lungs of the Earth, responsible for producing a huge portion of the planet's oxygen. It's a powerful and romantic idea. But here's the unexpected fact. While the Amazon does produce a significant amount of oxygen through photosynthesis, it also consumes almost the same amount through the respiration of its plants and the decomposition of its organic matter. The true heroes of our atmosphere are far more humble and widespread. The vast majority of the oxygen we breathe, over 50%, is generated by microscopic marine organisms called phytoplankton. These tiny, single-celled organisms float on the surface of our oceans, photosynthesizing on a global scale. It's a humbling thought that the very air that sustains us comes not from the majestic jungles we see on screen, but from an invisible, silent army of microorganisms in the deep blue sea. This fact completely reframes our perspective on environmental conservation and shows us that the most important parts of our world are often the ones we can't see. From a planet that isn't perfectly round to the hidden oceans beneath our feet, our home is a place of endless surprises. We've unraveled the myth of a static Earth, learned how the moon is slowing us down, and discovered that the air we breathe is a gift from an army of microscopic life in the ocean. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we truly know. If you were fascinated by these facts and want to keep exploring the secrets of our universe, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We dive into amazing new topics like this every single week. And tell us in the comments below, which of these facts was the most mind-blowing for you? This beautiful, bizarre blue marble is more than just a place to live. It's a testament to the power of science and a constant source of wonder. So the next time you look at the world around you, ask yourself, what other secrets is it still holding?